Hey yo, this is Cardi B, and you're listening to Please Send Dick Pics. I've never gotten a dick pic because, well, I have many times. Just Wikipedia my previous job description. Then just try to mention it to me and see if you get a Louboutin shoe thrown at your face for free. But I'm in a loving relationship, and y'all best know I just had a baby. Unlike Nikki, who gets dick pics all the time, and then to get an abortion, she has to get a pic of Planned Parenthood. But all beef slapping vagina lips aside, I hope you all vote this November. That's the real beef, is with the politics, okay? Gotta be out. Skirt. Oh, can I make like a Xena sound too? Like skirt.
It was a funny little thing to be the ones to've seen the sight of bridges and balloons makes calm canaries irritable, and they caw and claw all afternoon.
Hey everybody, it's April Walterscheid, and I have a special guest co-host today,
Shelby Gonzales.
and you're listening to Please Send Dick Pics. We need to start a singing group, obviously, because that was good.
Perfect.
That was like one of the best singing ones I've done of that.
I've been practicing in my car, so.
We are in a coffee shop, and a really cool one called Coronado. So if you hear music, aside from my intro music, that's why. We just heard a song earlier that sounded like Elmo. Like Elmo if you had a band of Elmos.
Acapella Elmo.
They're like, my mom sucks. Like, so kind of emo. So how's your week going?
Pretty good so far. Today's my Friday. Just got out of work, headed here straight from work, so pretty cool.
You look like you didn't go to work. You look so good.
I like to look good all the time, so I have no comment there.
Anything going on in your life that's like worth talking about?
Not particularly. I told myself I was kind of taking a hiatus from comedy because I started up classes, and I honestly haven't been doing anything for like a month. But
What classes?
well, I'm majoring in computer science, programming, systems analysis. So I'm taking right now a game development class, which is a lot of fun. And I have an astronomy class. The only reason I'm taking the astronomy class is because I failed chemistry twice, and I don't really want to go for a third time.
Oh, so you have to take some sort of other like science, like
Yeah.
a Neil deGrasse class.
Yeah, exactly. Just measuring stars and shit, how
That's
big
awesome.
they are, how bright they are. I didn't even know you could do that.
Well, I mean, like, do you have to look at the Mars? Does the teacher go, "Hey, Mars is out this week. You guys better get a photo, or better analyze it"?
We get extra credit if we go to a like the planetarium up north in Flagstaff. She said if we go up there and somehow document that we were there and then write an essay on it, we get a bunch of extra credit points. That might be kind of cool.
Does she pay you back in gas?
Of course not. She was bitching the other day about how she has to buy all the shit for class, and yeah, definitely not.
She's like, I can't even pay myself. There's one in Tucson, right? There's like I went to one in Tucson where it's an observatory. I thought,
think so.
there's ladybugs on the way up, tons of ladybugs, at least in the 90s.
Yeah, a lot of. I feel like a lot of times when I'm in class, I feel like she's like practicing her stand-up routine. She's just like she's real jokey and real chatty, and feels like I'm at an open mic at fucking 10 in the morning on GCC.
She's like, what has a hole in it and can hold everything? This telescope. And you're like, what?
And then sometimes because we're supposed to be let out at 10:50, so we have 10 minutes to make it to our next class. If our next class is at 11, and sometimes she'll go over, and I'm like, I just want to give this bitch the light. Like,
No, give her the light.
we're about done.
Like, you got a minute left. You got nothing left. You are gone over time. You want to, like, hire her never again. Like, you're not welcome back to this class open mic, so we don't want you back. That's funny. I finally got out of my place, for sure, so that's exciting. I'm, like, celebrating with this muffin I just bought.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With the money I don't have. I somehow scrounged up $2, so. Yeah. So that's fun. It took forever to move. A lot of stuff going on, but it got done. It's weird to see an empty place.
Mm-hmm.
How many places have you lived that you moved out of?
Holy shit. Well, when I was a kid, we moved around a lot. I didn't really ever get attached to any place, but not us, man. No.
I wish we got food. There was a waiter who just brought us burgers and then took them away.
Man.
Yeah.
My mom's a bitch, and she kicked me out when I just turned 18, so I had to kind of figure out shit on my own from then. And the first apartment I lived in was on 63rd Avenue in McDowell, and I lived there by myself for 3.5 years.
That's yeah.
And the key to that is I just didn't talk to anybody. I kept to myself, and I kept my doors locked. Just don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
And yeah, moving out of there was really surreal. Just I stood there at the doorway after everything was completely out of there. I just kind of looked around like, oh fuck, this is crazy.
Did you move in with a roommate or somewhere?
No, I got a promotion at my job at the time, so I had more money, and my boyfriend at the time and I decided to rent a house together.
How was that? How was living with your boyfriend?
It was cool at first until I realized I didn't really like him that much.
Like, your farts can only go so far into my heart.
Yeah. We were both general managers at Domino, so that's kind of how we met. And we lived together for like about a year. I don't know, we just kind of stopped liking each other. I know
Pizza pulled you apart.
It really did, because we were both working all the time, and it was a mess. And it was probably the most honestly mutual breakup I've ever had.
You just both indifferent. You're like, yeah, this needs to end.
I think it was just a matter of who was going to say it first, and I finally got really drunk one night. I was like, this ain't working, huh? And he's like, nope.
Is that we have Shelby has a pizza tattoo. It's a melty cheese pizza, and it sounds kind of like this. I can describe it in voice form. It would be, hey guys, I just got pulled out of the oven, and I'm done like a pepperoni, and I'm gonna go to work. So is that from like when you worked at the...
Yeah, this is probably the only tattoo I have that actually has any meaning, to be honest.
Was it done at Domino's? Did he come to Domino's?
No, that would be fucking cool, though. I wish somebody would have done that.
Was it a Domino's customer? And you're like, tattoo parlor. I'm delivering to a tattoo parlor.
I met I was there at Domino's for 5 years. Like, that was the first like really long-term job that I had, and I met so many awesome people there and had some really great experiences. And a lot of the time there totally sucked, but mostly the people I met some really great people that I'm just gonna be lifelong friends with, and it's great. It's a silly tattoo that I don't regret it.
The Domino says vegan cheese now, so when I look at it, I just think vegan cheese. Like, I just tell myself. I like she has a lot of tattoos. They look like she is a walking cartoon of arms. Like, one is a Pokemon dragon. I don't know what that is.
No, Spyro.
Oh, what is it?
Spyro.
Spyro?
Yeah, the PlayStation game.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, like, I forget. I think I've seen him. Anyways, I know Portal and Wolfenstein. That's about it. Left 4 Dead, BioShock Infinite. That's all I know. I know Mario Teaches Typing. It's a good one. That was a good one. Mavis Beacon. I would get a tattoo of her face on my arm. She's a black lady. She's very, very good. Anyways, Doom. Maybe Doom. I played Doom. I played Duke Nukem. I played Jazz Rabbit. I don't know. Anyways,
what the hell is that?
I played a cute little like Mario type Halloween game, and it was the cutest fucking game. Day of the Tentacle. Anyways, those are all the games I played.
That sounds like a hentai cartoon.
Day of the
Tentacle.
Oh, right? Yeah, I look up a lot of that stuff late at night. No joke. So I wouldn't know otherwise. If you mentioned that, I'd be like, what the fuck? But no, I have experience with that. It was a George Lucas game, and I can never get past like the first level. It's kind of like you figure it out as you go. Like you go into a room, you're searching a room for the clues, and
yeah,
it's a nerdy. It's like, you know that Dexter comic where it's not Dexter like the killing show, but like the Dexter and the dog, like that dog. It's like he's got red hair. Is that what his name is? I forget. Anyways,
no idea.
I forget. Yeah, he kind of looks like him, but way older and living at home. Day of the Tentacle, great. Trying to see. I was going to look up news stories with you because I didn't really prepare because I was like busy. But let me see. I saw this news story about a sex doll brothel coming to Toronto.
Oh Lord.
Wow, so it's gonna be a stripper. It's gonna be a stripper place, but with dolls that you could insert your dick into. I guess.
Oh.
Like
You sound like nice girls.
they're just mouths are open, ready to go. So and their holes are all open. That's what I assume this is. I'm not even reading the article. I'm just assuming that's what it is about. The Aura dolls, silicone sex dolls, opened in Germany last year, taking it to Toronto, Trump's White House next year. So, yeah, it says you'll be charged $60 to $742 for time with the dolls, because those dolls need to pay for groceries.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They have kids to pay for. Yeah. How much do strippers get that much anyway? Because these are not humans. I feel like they're paying a lot.
Well, they gotta pay the IT guy. And there's a whole thing behind it.
Residuals for the inventor.
Yeah.
They gotta pay for electricity. I don't know what else. That's fun. So let's look up another one. Let's see. Oh. If we think in our native language, then most dogs would be thinking in barks. I'm not even going to read that article. That's funny. And I saw something where it said, cats and dogs will never know how much they are worshipped on the internet. True or false?
Yeah, I think that's true. They have no idea. They don't get on Facebook or Instagram. They don't know.
Dogs and cats are insecure. They think they're ugly. They're like, oh, I hate my life.
Yeah.
And then we're all like, no, you're great. But sometimes we, tell them, no, get out of the chips. So they probably are just like, oh, they hate me, I'm ugly. Like, they probably don't care about me. And they go mope in a corner. I'm like, no, you're actually great. You're worshipped on the internet. Like, you could actually make a ton of money from us. And some of them do, obviously. Instagram. What am I saying? They already make money. It just doesn't go to them.
That's true.
Like the sex dolls. So these dogs are sex dolls. They're not getting the money.
I think a dog would be sentient enough to try to kill itself.
A dog trying to kill itself?
No, do you think a dog would be sentient enough to try to kill itself?
I think evolutionarily, maybe in a million years, if they're still around, I think I think animals are evolving towards that direction. 'Cause there's evidence of videos of them. There's a video of, I want to say, a bird feeding fish, koi fish, just feeding them and playing little tricks on them. So I think they're starting to think about what they're doing, besides the instincts,
They're in for a treat. This is fun.
There's gonna be
this is not fun.
They're gonna
it's
be
comforting
in therapy.
it's comforting, that some other species gets to suffer like this too.
Oh right, I'm 30. I'm 33, and I'm like, do I want 30 more years of this? I don't know.
Nah, I'm 27 and I'm over it.
Yeah, this year was weird. Let's see what else. I just saw something that I really like. Oh, a black bear wanders into the hotel that inspired The Shining. Fun.
I think they like African American bear.
African American bear, black. Yeah, what a racist article. There's no African Americans. No, there was an African American in The Shining. I think the bartender. I don't know. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. I haven't seen it in so long. They have a hotel next to a national park, so that would explain that. If you've seen The Shining, remember the snow scene of them trying to get out of that place?
I don't really fuck with horror movies.
It's not that horrible. It's just a lot of words written on a page.
I end up mocking them, and then it's not fun for anyone.
What do you think The Shining is about? Can you reenact a part that you would mock?
Usually, it's just get out of there. What are you doing?
Oh, why are you here?
Just get out of there,
You look tired of it.
Yeah,
but the thing about The Shining is they're in the middle of nowhere on top of a mountain. So
then
it's
don't go there.
I guess they didn't know that
just
it's
don't go there.
It's major cabin fever. And then I feel like the girl, I forgot her name, but the girl who was in the movie as the mom, she should have won an Oscar because Stanley Kubrick put her through so much hell. He would mess with her on purpose, so she'd be frantic during the scenes. She was in the movie, she looked so stressed, and I think a lot of that was real because he would tell her, okay, 8 a.m., we're going to film this scene. And then she'd show up, but he'd tell her, hey, I told you it was going to be, a different scene. Why the fuck are you not over there? So he would just mess with her. And it's a weird environment anyway. So I don't know if she won any awards for that movie, but I fucking hope so. She did better than I think she did better acting than Jack Nicholson, personally. But yeah, so that's fun. Let's see if
Did
there's
he
any.
only do that to her?
I don't know. Maybe everyone. Maybe the kid too.
That's the kind of shit I would pull when I ran my Domino.
She was frantic as
I
fuck.
would just be mean to people. Like, my employees, I just fuck with them all the time for no reason. I had this really fun game going where I would, like, when they weren't looking, I would stick pepperonis in their pocket. So when they would go to a delivery and they'd go to give the customer change, they'd pull out a handful of change and their pepperoni.
Like quarters or the new pepperoni?
They would come back as soon as they walk in the door if there were no customers in the store. God damn it, Shelby, what the fuck?
That sounds like fun.
Just,
What else? Did you like throw cheese as? Did you like come into work with cheese as hair? Like, like
no, nothing that crazy.
maybe tell someone, "Oh, delivery, I'm here," and then psych, you just wasted gas.
No, they would fuck with me too. Though they would leave like silly notes on my computer. Tried the old sticky note on the bottom of the mouse so it doesn't.
Oh, I haven't tried that. That's cool.
Yeah, they thought they were fucking.
Is it double sticky? Like, how do you?
No, they would like how the laser mouse is.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You stick a paper to it and you try to move it. You're like, oh, my mouse is fucked up, but it's not. Your employees are assholes.
Wow. I was thinking like red sauce on someone's white pants. Like, oh, my period. And, like,
Oh, we had one day we were just throwing sauce around the store, and I was like, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to clean up, but we're having fun.
throwing sauce around the store.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
What's the weirdest order you've gotten like custom?
Definitely, we would get these ones a lot actually. It was like gluten-free with just sauce on it, but like extra sauce. Or we get like a thin crust with just extra sauce, triple sauce. That was one particular
Like
order.
Chicago style?
No, we have like thin crust, like they're like tortilla thin. And there is one customer, it's the same dude every time that would order once every couple of weeks, just triple sauce and nothing else.
That shit's not gonna bake.
No.
It's soggy as fuck.
And we would tell him that, hey, we don't want to hear shit from you because it didn't bake all the way or it's soggy and gross.
He's got a fetish. Hente pizza.
None of my business. You pay for it. You tip my driver. It's fine.
Was it like $20 for that piece of crap?
Yeah, actually. After the tip and the delivery charge, yeah.
Vegetables or no, just sauce?
Nope, just sauce.
Whoa.
Literally nothing else. No cheese, nothing.
Well,
just,
I wonder if he's doing something with it. Like,
No, he's probably rolling it up and fucking it or something.
oh yeah,
That's gross.
it's his blow-up
I don't
doll,
want to think.
his little sex doll. He probably married a pizza after you left.
Good lord. He's a weirdo and he has a fucking pizza slice tattoo, but it's got no cheese and pepperonis on it.
What got you into comedy, by the way?
I don't know. I guess the same thing as everyone else. You're just miserable and need an outlet.
Yeah.
I kind of always really liked stand-up comedy. Like when I was, I don't know, 16 or 17, I started watching whatever stand-up specials were on cable, and I like watching this. Maybe I'll try it. And I started looking for open mics in Phoenix when I was like about 21, 22 maybe. And I started at Stand Up Scottsdale, which is no longer a thing.
Yeah, that's not a thing. I've been there.
But yeah, and I only did it for like less than a year, I think, at that time. And yeah, it's been about 4 or 5 years, and then I started picking it up again this year. And here we are.
Did you, what was your first joke that you told, and what place was it?
It was at Stand Up Scottsdale, and I kind of got this from one of my coworkers at Domino's, actually. We were talking about that show, I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. And
oh, God.
like, she and I were just bullshitting, and I made a joke about how my mom's just such an asshole all the time, and I said, I think maybe I'm a toilet baby, because my mom always called me a shithead.
Oh, what's her sign? Hey, Mom.
Oh, what is she?
She a Scorpio?
Born in April.
Is it an Aries? I'm an Aries.
Yeah.
Is it the ninth?
The fucking...
The Ram?
The Ram, yep, that one.
Is it the 9th?
She's the 12th.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, thank God it's not the 9th, because I'm more peaceful than that, but just wondering. Well, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, that's cool. She's
I would never fuck with a kid like that. Anyways.
No, that's a whole therapist, and I haven't gone through that yet. But we'll get there.
Is she bad?
I mean, I in my mind, yeah, but no.
You want to send her up to the Shining Mountain and just like leave her in the hotel and like every good boy does fine, or something play makes something a dull boy too much work. I don't know, what's the saying? I forget.
If it's anything to do with work, she's not familiar with it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought my parents were bad because like they are business oriented, so they fuck with you that way. Like you're not good enough, you have to be perfect. So it's more like implied failure, like you're not doing good enough all the time.
Mine just drank a lot, which isn't really bad. Like
yeah.
my dad's great. I'm really close with my dad, but my mom's just, she had no business being a mother. She's
Most Aries not, no. Like that's why I'm not a mom. So I know myself, so I know not to go there. Well, let's see. I was gonna do. Oh, we can ask more. I'll ask more questions about you. I was gonna do my celebrity. Doesn't have to be in the news. I want to iterate that. The celebrity Dick or Richard of the week. So I'm gonna describe mine. But let me look something up about it really quick. Like my Dick of the week is not named Dick or Richard or Woody. It's actually a show.
okay.
It's a very famous show from the 1800s. It's done every Christmas. It started in Russia. It is a ballet. There is a creepy old man that brings a doll to the kids, and then the doll like comes to life and fights a mouse king.
What the fuck?
I love this soundtrack all year round. I can't stress how many times I've driven to Tucson to see my dying grandpa in a care home. He had MS, slowly dying for 30 years, slowly dying. Can't move. We go visit him in Tucson, but on the way, I'd steal my parents' CD player and listen to it's a Christmas soundtrack. I listen to it all year round. I don't know if this will give it away, but it's written by Tchaikovsky. And it's on every Christmas. It's kind of boring. I like it, but it is kind of boring. There is a famous song called Sugar Plum Fairies in this production.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Waltz of the Flowers. No.
Flowers aren't supposed to waltz.
I'll play a song from it and see if it picks it up. I'm going to try to compete with the song in this cafe. So I'm going to just play it like close to the, let's see if we can get this to work.
Oh, that's the shit they play in Walmart around Christmas time. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know what that's called.
This is called the Russian Dance. Anyways, I listened to that on repeat. That was my favorite song as a kid. I'm trying to get you to guess it. Let's see. I'm going to type in. If we have to take up this whole podcast, that's fine. Let's take up this whole podcast to like see if you.
I'm not a Christmassy person. I don't.
Well, I can describe it like I can act it out.
Okay.
So there's a thing. Okay, so there's a thing like a doll that you put like a walnut in its mouth, and you hit a lever on its back, and its teeth go.
Oh, that motherfucker! Yeah. The Nutcracker.
Yeah, the Nutcracker. Yeah. No, that's good. Yay! Yay! Yes, the Nutcracker. I'm so addicted to it. It's actually like the stupidest musical. I just saw a new movie about it. It's called The Nutcracker Prince last night. It's like an 80s or 90s movie, but it's a really good, like more, because I think the ballet is actually pretty boring, but it's just like you watch it like mesmerized. But this one was like some sort of Warner Brothers looking, a Disney looking Warner Brothers Canadian production, and some of them look like Disney characters, but it's not. But yeah, it's just like a more interactive movie about it, and I'm very hooked on that movie. Like I was just up with my nephew late at night. He was sleeping. He was visiting, and I just started watching it on YouTube. I'm like, this movie's great. They kept playing Waltz of the Flowers and like Pause de Deux. I don't know. Just like 2 or 3 songs that are not really that famous that are not what you would think of in the Nutcracker. Anyways, did you bring anything as far as that goes? Like, do you have any celebrity you can describe? that's named Dick or Richard, and I'll just guess it. It could be anyone that comes to mind. You can describe him as a dick, as if his...
Got a few people I can describe as a dick, but
Yeah, anything.
Damn, I would have thought about this. I had so much time at work tonight, I could have...
It's okay. If you think of one now, we can do it, and I'll just try to guess it.
I can't think of it.
That's okay. Alright. That's alright. That's okay. Okay. So I was going to ask you, do you like tea or coffee?
I want to say tea. I've been such a huge tea fan. This is actually a tea plant I have on my arm here.
Is that white tea?
It's just the tea plant. It's white tea, green tea, black tea, all
Oh.
from the same plant.
I've never seen someone get a plant of tea as a tattoo.
Yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo. And then
That's
this
great.
is a teapot. So
Oh my... You like Alice in Wonderland?
I like tea a lot.
Okay.
But lately I've been on this big cold brew thing. Like, I've been so hooked on Dunkin' Donuts. Nobody told me how fucking great Dunkin' Donuts was. I had no idea until just a couple weeks ago. I've been hitting it hard.
Do you buy the beans and bring them home too, or just go there?
No, I just go there, but I have the app now and I get the points and shit.
Oh,
And
shit. What?
Oh my god, it's... And I can just order it online because I'm late to everything all the time, so I just order it online.
Me too.
And I tell them, like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up in the store because if the drive-thru's backed up, I don't really want to fuck with that. So
Yeah.
I'll just walk in, I'll leave my car running, and I'll just run in, grab my coffee off the counter, and then haul ass to
Oh,
work.
that's so great.
It's so great.
Wow.
But I get the cold brew with just a little bit of the coconut flavor in it, and it's unsweetened. I don't put any sugar or sweetener.
Is
or
it basically
anything.
black?
Yeah, just black.
Black? What? Oh, I was gonna ask you like cream or cream or black.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fucking hardcore. Same with my tea too. I don't put any sweeteners in my
You
tea.
black coffee loving motherfuckers are brave. I mean, I did it as a kid when my grandma would make like just Folgers and I'm like, you drink it black. You're like, I'm an adult, and I was like, 7, and I was just like, I'm like, yes, because I don't know.
Well, see, I don't even drink soda though. Like,
Yeah.
If I want something fizzy, I'll drink a flavored sparkling water.
Oh, you're fancy.
I'm a fucking snob. But like, I figure I drink enough beer to make up for it. So if I drank soda, I'd be like twice my size.
Do you like IPAs for beer?
Yeah, I like
Oh.
IPAs. The only ones I really don't like are like stouts and porters because they're a little too heavy for me.
They're like they're like death.
Yeah.
They're like black coffee, but not in a good way.
Yeah, like I already had my coffee earlier this morning. I'm trying to relax.
I need more
now.
darkness.
Yeah.
Get out of your emo beer. Some of them are really burned. There's something called a Reaper I tried as a kid. It's a stout, and it's just so like burned.
Yeah,
in
that sounds terrifying.
And then there's a chili beer my dad used to buy that had jalapeno peppers in it.
Ooh,
It was-
there's one, this local brewery, McFate, has a hatch chili. I think it's a blonde ale, but it's amazing. It's not spicy, but it's got the flavor of the hatch chilies in it. It's fucking incredible.
Oh, wow.
So good.
But you like the fruity beers. If I drink beer, I like more blueberry sunrise
Yeah.
or something.
I like light, fruity beers, pretty much anything that's just light. Like I just had that strawberry blonde.
You drank 2 beers in front of me.
And I had a shot before you got here, too.
Oh shit! What shot? Like of gin or something?
No, I got a lemon drop, and she said, well,
Oh.
I don't have everything to make a lemon drop, so she, like, improvised.
Oh, cool.
It worked out. It was great.
It was great. Oh wow, that's a good bartender.
Yeah.
What is your current job? If I didn't ask earlier, sorry.
I'm a systems analyst for a restaurant chain management company.
Wow.
So it actually sounds fancier than it is. I basically just do POS support for a few
Like register?
chain restaurants. Like our biggest company actually is like a really huge ice cream store. And
Dairy Queen?
No, different one. You get to choose all your little
Cold Stone?
Yeah.
Okay, Cold Stone.
So I do the support for all the registers that they have and their POS order taking systems and stuff. So if the employees of the franchisees have any questions or have any issues with their registers, they call us, and usually it's just fucking reboot it.
Turn it off and on.
Honestly, that's most
That's
of my
everything.
job is just remoting into these registers and just turning it off, turning it back on. All right, look, it's fixed. Oh my God, you're so great. Yep.
You could have done this. Bye.
See ya.
They're like, I bet they're like, what did you do? What witchery did you do? They always ask that. Like,
No, they don't. They
Oh,
don't.
okay.
They're so like just unaware and unwilling.
yeah,
They just,
yeah.
oh my God, it's working now. Thanks. Bye. Usually, when I tell them how I fix it, they could not care less. They just All right, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people are lazy. I can be lazy, but have you tried to sell stuff on like online at, like Facebook Marketplace
Not Facebook Marketplace,
but
but
other
I've tried
places?
eBay before, yeah.
Okay. Have you tried any like OfferUp or Let Go or any of those?
Yeah, I have a funny story about
Oh,
OfferUp.
good. Because like, do people show up? I feel like there's always more interest than people showing up.
I've never had a successful sale on OfferUp.
Okay.
But I was trying to get rid of a pair of shoes that I just had laying around. I was just trying to get rid of like a bunch of old shit that I didn't need anymore. I needed some extra cash.
Yeah.
Pants and shoes and shit I didn't need anymore. And somebody responded to my ad and asked, "Can I see the shoes like on somebody?"
Okay.
And you already know where this is going.
Some sort of shoe fetish? Is it a man?
And I didn't think anything of it. I'm totally oblivious. I'm just trying to get rid of this fucking pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So I had a picture of my friend wearing these shoes, and I sent this person a picture of like my friend's, bottom half wearing these shoes. And that's what they look like on a person. Okay, well, can I get a different angle? I'm like, no, that's what the fuck they look like. Do you want them or not? And then this motherfucker starts up with, so I'm a servant, and I was like, oh,
servant?
what the fuck is going on? And he's saying he's got this weird fetish.
I knew
and yeah, and I was like, cool, so do you want the shoes or not?
Do you want this to satisfy your fetish? Because I'm not coming with them.
Yeah, don't
These are not my
care
feet.
about why you need them. I need the $20, buddy. Do you fucking want the shoes or not? I don't need to hear your story. I don't care. Do you want them or not? And I
you
didn't
do
get a
you, but
response back.
okay. Yeah.
And he asked if I had any used panties for sale or used stockings for sale. I said, nope, just the shoes.
I mean, he wants to wear them, obviously, so
That's fine.
that's
but
fine. Yeah. But, like, you just put them
I
on.
need beer money, buddy. Fucking get to the point here.
Yeah.
Do you fucking want them or not?
I need to eat. I need to drink. Because of your message, I need to drink even more.
Seriously.
I just had like somebody recently, not that bad, but I'm trying to think if I've had something like that. I just had somebody, I get a lot of like, they're interested, in one item, maybe 10 responses, 20 responses. They don't respond after. One lady, I was in Mesa, and she lived in Mesa. She's like, you're too far.
What the fuck?
I'm like, are you taking the bus? I can meet you halfway. She's like, no. I can drive to you. No. One lady wanted me to, recently, like yesterday, wanted me to meet her on the freeway.
On the freeway?
Like on the off-ramp.
What the fuck?
I'm like, I'm a mile from the freeway. Can you just like turn left?
Is it like a Circle K or something you can stop at, like on the freeway? Psycho?
And then this is interesting. I posted it on Facebook, but it's a steamer, like a brand new steamer my parents got me. I don't want it, like a clothing steamer.
Yeah.
Brand new in box, and people would be like, "Does it work?" I'm like, "It's brand new in box." It probably does.
I'd be like, I don't know. I haven't taken it out of the box.
It's so new. I don't even know because I'm gonna say yes. I don't think they'd sell something that doesn't work. But yeah, so it was like a month that I had this online, and today I just ran it over with my car by accident. I'm like, nobody's getting it now.
Oh shit!
I placed it behind my car because I was talking to my landlord, and I just got it out of the way because I had it like at the front of my door so people could come by and pick it up and leave money under the mat. But, in case I'm not there, it's always there. It's hidden, but you can get to it. It's by the door.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever picked it up. People were like, I'm on my way, and then they're not. But yeah, I put it behind my car, and I just remember like talking to my landlord, getting rid of my place, like the walkthrough, and then I leave and I back up into it, and I'm like, oh, because I'm like, why is my car going over some bumps? Like, And like that's the last memory of the place I lived in, and it's hilarious. Also, I had to tell my parents, I'm like, that gift you got me? Well, it's in the trash. Nobody wanted it. Like, this is like why money. This is why money's evil. I don't need the 10. It's worth 20, but I was like, I'll give it to you for 5 or free.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
I ran over the trash can once and leaving my.
I mean, I've hit the trash can. You ran it over.
This is when I had my truck. I had
a monster truck.
No, I mean it was lifted, but I was on my way to a doctor's appointment, and my fucking dumb fuck brother left the trash can directly behind my truck, and I didn't see it. And so I backed up. I was in a hurry. I was already late to this fucking appointment. So I backed up and I just hear this big thump and I feel like half of my truck just go up.
You're suddenly in a truck driver trucking show.
I was like, oh,
monster
fuck,
truck.
What the hell just happened?
USA.
So got out of my truck and like the trash can is like wedged under my truck.
Did it crack?
No, it was
With a flimsy leg, she's like.
I tried to pull it out. It's not coming out. And I got back in my truck and tried to pull forward. The garbage can just moved with my truck.
Oh no!
So I was like, all right, I need help. So I went inside and I grabbed my boyfriend. I'm like, dude, I just ran over the fucking trash can. I need to get it out of my truck. And he's like, what? I'm like, I don't know how else to say this to you. That's exactly what happened. So he went out there, and I pulled forward as he held the trash can.
Oh, okay. The trash can's like, healthy surgery.
Finally got it out. And and then before I went inside to call him or get him out, I called the doctor's office and said, hey, I'm going to be late. I ran over the trash can in my front yard. And they're like, what?
They're like, that's a lame excuse, ma'am.
I was like, no, really. The trash can is wedged under my truck. I'm going to be like a few minutes late.
I wish we could end Trump's presidency that way.
He just got stuck under the truck. I don't know.
You couldn't come out of the monster truck. I've been to those like race, those like, not NASCAR, but I've been to those monster truck shows as a kid, or like the ones where like it's just a car going really fast for half a mile.
Oh, the demolition derby.
The
they smash each other.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just one where they're like racing each other.
Yeah,
short, very
okay,
short
yeah,
race.
drag races.
Yeah, and they're just like so loud. So I imagine that's what it was like. But with the trash can, trash can is like, I'm not a car.
Instead of the parachute behind, it's just fucking trash. The City of Phoenix logo on the side of it and shit.
Monster trucks are trailer trash, so just kidding. I don't know. I always think monster trucks have Confederate flags on them because
I think most of them do. I don't think you're wrong.
To run over people that they don't like.
You see, run over trash cans. They run over colored people.
Actual people. Yeah, sound good. This is the anti-Confederate podcast, so you know. So, like, what are your favorite comedians?
Doug Stanhope is definitely 100% my favorite.
Have you gone down to Bisbee? Everyone on the podcast talks about him lately.
Oh my god, I fucking love that guy. I have not been to Bisbee, but every time I see him, I take a picture with him. I have like 4 pictures with him.
Oh, cool. Have you seen him here or California?
I went down to Bisbee for the recording that he did for his last special.
Oh, shit, that's so cool.
So I got to see that, and the last time he was in Flagstaff, he was doing the thing with Christine Levine.
Oh,
And
cool.
a couple other people, I don't remember, but I went up there for that, and I saw him here when he recorded his... for the All Things Comedy last year.
Yeah.
He did the podcast,
Yeah.
the live podcast taping in Phoenix. Saw that. That's the only times I've ever seen him.
That's cool. That's a lot. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
think Jackie Cation talked about him on this podcast, and maybe she was also on Flagstaff. I don't know who's in there.
Mhm.
I didn't. Do you know if I haven't watched the special. Does it mention Bisbee, like where it's filmed? Does it mention?
Yeah, he
So
talks
cool.
about it. Yeah,
I love that.
it's really fucking cool.
I heard he's actually very stinky.
Stinky.
Okay, so Jackie Cation said he is trash. Like, he's nice, but he posts about trash things like death and rat, just animal, like just like deceased things.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said that he was. I don't want to quote. I forgot what she said, but she just mentioned he is like very plaid.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe she loves him. It's just like, oh man, like if I ever meet him, I don't know.
I think that's why I like him so much. Is he just.
He's a Bisbee person.
Yeah, and I really want to go back to Bisbee so bad. I only went down there to see him, and we were very, very restrained on time. So drove down there. It was dark when we got there. Watched the show. Drove back up to Phoenix, and we didn't really get to hang out at all.
Was it a free show?
No.
Okay. How much was it?
It was like $30. Like,
Okay.
Not outrageous, but the tickets went out fucking fast. Like, if you're not subscribed to that mailing list, and he tells everybody on the podcast, if you're not on the mailing list, you're fucking missing out, because he tells everybody on the mailing list before any tickets go out to anyone else. And I had to scramble to find a third ticket, because I had a friend that wanted to go, so we had to... I found somebody on Craigslist that was selling a ticket.
Was it more money than the original?
No,
Oh, okay.
he was totally cool about it. PayPal'd him the money. He said, "I'll switch the ticket over to your name," which I was like, "Fuck! I really hope he actually does."
Yeah, it's crazy.
He did. I
Oh,
got there. I'm like, I'm waiting for this to not end well, and he followed through. I was really surprised. Some stranger on Craigslist didn't take my money.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's so cool. Who opened for him? Does he have any?
I don't think he had an
Oh,
opener.
okay. I was wondering how that goes. I know some people do openers.
No,
Maybe.
he did not have an opener.
Who are your other favorite comedians? Like top 3, or 2 other ones?
Let's see. I've been really into Kyle Kinane lately.
Oh,
Fucking love Kyle Kinane. His podcast is really cool.
What's it called?
Boogie Monster.
What? That's so cool. That's better than this one. Is it about monsters?
Yeah, I dig Kyle Kinane
Trucks?
a lot.
Well, it's not monster trucks. Just monsters, just like Halloween.
And Tom Segura, and of course his and Christina's podcast is fucking amazing.
I didn't realize they were married till like this year. They're together a lot.
Every week, I'm like, that's my highlight of the week is New Your Mom's House. And I fucking love those guys.
Yeah, I've seen photos of them talking like, you know, like they have a good setup.
Yeah,
Better than this one.
They're fucking cool. I love how they have all their little inside jokes and like.
Do you want to date a comedian? I don't even know. Like, I have, but like, I don't know if I want to again. Because you see them everywhere sometimes. Like, you see them locally unless they are not here. But, I don't know.
No comment.
Okay, yeah. No, that's fine. What's your favorite board game? There's a lot of board games here.
Board games.
Yeah, would you play a lot as a kid?
Played a lot of making sure mom and dad don't pass out in the bathroom for too long.
I'm sorry. Oh god. So like don't lay down face down, mom and dad.
No, don't lay down.
Oh.
Because then if you vomit, you'll.
It goes back in. Oh no, yeah, the face down is better. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
I would kill people. That sounds like I'm gonna.
Like Jimi Hendrix. That's how Jimi Hendrix died.
Oh.
Choked on his own vomit.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That lefty.
I didn't know him though. It was alright.
He wasn't around.
I didn't really fuck with board games that much. I don't really know.
There's a board game over here on this like shelf at this coffee shop that says awkward family photos. I'm like, are they just a box of photos? Saved by the Bell, the game? I need to steal these games. I'm gonna steal these games. I wonder if I can rent them.
Some straight up 90s shit.
Wow, awkward family photos. Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh shit!
The game!
I remember her.
These are better than what I played. I played Candyland and Monopoly Junior and checkers. And like when you learn chess, you're all about it. I'm all about it. Did you learn chess?
No.
Oh, okay. If you ever do, you'll be like, I fucking know this, and like you'll be addicted.
Oh my god. I don't need another
For a little bit.
I don't need another thing to be addicted to.
And then you play the computer, like you play an online chess game against the computer, always fucking wins, so you just lose motivation. You give up. Sorry. That's another game that's over there. Sorry. Yeah, so do you have, do you want to do comedy for like 10 years? Like, is there like are there things you want to accomplish? Like, some people are like, I want to do a stand-up special. Like, I don't even know what I want to do.
It's kind of honestly just a hobby. I'm not trying to get famous off of it or anything.
That's when you will get famous. Your jokes are pretty good. I saw you probably this year for the first time.
Yeah.
At the lounge, but not the lounge, but the loft again, whatever that means.
Oh shit.
I think I swear I saw you the time before that. I don't remember, but
I only went there a few times, and there's like literally nobody there. There's like that one couple that's always there at the bar, and they're always very nice and very supportive. But
they're just like, yeah, whatever you're saying, we love it.
yeah, they're great. They're awesome. But
No wonder I did really good there. Okay, it's all a fluke. Every time I make someone laugh, I think it's a fluke.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they just? Well, you can tell the sympathy laugh. That's like.
I don't even care anymore. I'm like, just pay attention to me.
Yeah, just look at me. Look at me like it's awkward sex, but we're not doing sex. Please don't follow me home. Are you a book reader?
I used to be, not really so much these days.
What books were you addicted to? American Girl, Harry Potter?
No, I never got into Harry Potter.
It's so good. Okay, it's the only book I got into.
I never gave a shit about Harry Potter. I was really Nirvana when I was like a teen. Yeah.
Whoa. I bet you did you ever read Fight Club the book?
I did not.
Okay. Vonnegut's written, what has he written? I've heard of
Breakfast of Champions, Slaughterhouse-Five. I think Slaughterhouse-Five is what he's most known for.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
But my favorite is Breakfast of Champions.
Now, is this a Wheaties book? Is it a book about Wheaties?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That was one of the covers of the book. It looked like, yeah.
Oh shit! But is it very dark?
Kind of.
Is it about the Olympics?
No.
Is it it's not about murder at the Olympics?
No.
Is it about the Breakfast Club?
No.
Okay, I should just look it up. I just want to guess because I'm like, wow. Is it about somebody who runs and has a heart attack?
No, the title has like really nothing to do with.
Damn it! That's what I thought. I thought
what I can remember actually. It's been fucking years, and it was real cool. My dad came to stay with me for a little bit when I stayed in my apartment, and I was like, "You're just chilling all day. Read some books. I have some books for you to read." Because he's saying he's bored watching everything on TV, and I got him into Vonnegut, and he's. This guy's crazy. Like, it was so cool because I get to talk to my dad about all these books that I have read. And
when is your dad's birthday?
June 24th, 1956.
It's cool. That's a good birthday.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I know a lot of people on their birthday. They're good. They're better. Do you have a favorite Julia Roberts movie? Mine is Pretty Woman. I was going to say women, but I'm like, it's just one woman.
It's just one. I don't have a favorite Julia Roberts movie. Yeah, I don't really follow her either.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's okay. She's not that cool. I just thought of that movie. Like, it's one of those things because you were talking about how your dad was saying, like, read these, like, or read you guys were like, read these books.
Mm-hmm.
I went to visit my grandma in Iowa, and she just had a bunch of VHS. It was like 96 when VHS. Sorry guys, VHS. I said the word. It's very. So people are like, what is that? Yeah, she had a bunch, like a box of like VHSs I'd never seen, like Breakfast Club, Field of Dreams, Pretty Woman. So I just watched all of them, and that just reminded me of that, where she's like, do something on this farm that you're visiting. And I had that. I remember during that time I was 13. I had that I know phase where like I know, like everything was like I know.
Yeah.
And she got pissed. I went to go water the rhubarb because it's rampant in Iowa and Minnesota. Just rhubarb everywhere. Just everywhere rhubarb. Pies. It looks like pink celery. Doesn't taste like they sell it at Sprouts in the frozen section.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah.
But put it in something. Don't eat it like it is. Dip it in sugar. It's good. It's the only celery you can dip in sugar.
That's weird.
But I went to go and she had just had like a duck that got ravaged and eaten by a raccoon, and they trapped a raccoon. But I remember going outside to like water something, and I just said I know to her, and she's like, "What the fuck, young lady?" And she like came out. She is very like. I hope she's listening because she's on my Facebook, but she's very like Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very scary because she's blonde. She's like almost 80 and she's blonde and she doesn't color her hair. I'm like, I got good genes because she looks like she's 20 still. She's a Barbie girl. I'm like, how the fuck?
Wait, what happened to the duck?
Oh, anyways, yeah. So that duck got eaten. There's some baby ducks that were just born. I got pictures of them. But that night, like some sort of animal got and like strangled, and they steal like
Jesus.
They would steal the poultry, And I remember like they trapped a raccoon in a cage, and I remember walking outside, and I was like, "Oh, pretty kitty," and I was like, in the cage. And then there's raccoons I see. I'm very confused by raccoons because there's raccoons on Instagram sweeping floors. So I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Like, the raccoons, I'm not sure if they're nice or what. Just they're domesticated. I was going to ask, did you have a favorite Nickelodeon show?
Rugrats.
Yeah.
I love Rugrats.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Do you have a favorite character on there?
Probably Chucky, because he's terrified of everything and he wears glasses, and I can relate to that.
He's so cute. Yeah. I think I like the twins because they sound like Joanna Newsom. She's an indie artist that's married to Andy Samberg. She plays the harp. She talks like this, but she's like our age, so she plays the harp, and she's like, we sailed away on a winter's day. I might make it the song of this podcast. She's like, I was blue. Like, I liked her for 10 years, but I just kind of like restarted liking her again. Yeah. What's your, like, do you have a show, like, if you could actually do comedy at any venue, I know you said it's a hobby, but is there a venue in the nation that you want to do comedy at? Or would you be terrified, like Juggy?
Yeah, I don't really care that much.
Okay. I don't know if I care that much. I'm just glad to be anywhere. I'm glad that I'm alive.
I wouldn't go that far, but I like where I'm at now.
Is there a TV show you'd ever want to be on? Like if you had a walk-on role on any TV show.
My favorite show of all time is Seinfeld, but that's not going to happen.
Oh, I mean, they could, like, if you could walk on a Seinfeld, yeah, that's a good past show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. What would you want your character's name to be?
Maybe like Newman's sister or something. I would just be like a female Newman that I'm just there. I don't know, being a nuisance to everybody and just.
That'd be great. Did he have a sister on the show? No.
No.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
Just be
like egging Kramer on all the time. Like you can go further in the car. I mean, there's no gas. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's see how far we can go. I love that one. The Soup Nazi lives in Arizona, or no, maybe it's LA. But I swear the Soup Nazi's always in Mesa, Arizona, doing like a.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he used to come to downtown Mesa a lot just to do like a book tour. He's always on a book tour or a soup book, like a cookbook soup tour.
No, Elaine took all of his recipes. He has nothing.
Like, what's the deal? What's the deal with that guy? Oh, this is fun. Do you love lamp? There's a lamp in here that has roses on it. Do you love lamp? Confusing lamp.
Neutral about lamp.
It's a very neutral lamp.
That one in particular.
It's got neutral, like, sad funeral flowers on it.
But then the bottom looks very celebratory, like a fucking piñata.
Like one of those, what are those hangy things that, like, it's kind of an accordion looking, like, perforated, like, hangy thing that you would hang up at an ice cream cone that's got design, like...
Yeah, that looks exactly like
you unfold it and it turns into a big circle and you put it together, it's like a big ice cream cone made of paper. It's like...
there's some unidentified arms, hands.
There's some hands sticking out.
There's definitely some hands. I want another beer.
Well, what shows do you have coming up before you get your beer? Or what do you have coming up? Anything?
Nothing in particular.
Me either.
Yeah. Comedy Off Main on Thursday. I don't really know the details of that yet.
I found out my one of friends is hosting, so I guess she's also like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I have no idea. I just found out about it yesterday, and I work until 8:30, and I guess it starts at 8, and I had to ask my work. I'm like, hey, I need to leave early on Thursday, and they're like, why? I'm like, there's a comedy show I want to go to.
Like, you do comedy? Like, I feel like if I go to work at places, I don't want to tell them I do comedy in case I don't get hired, you know?
I told them.
Okay.
They thought it was cool.
Oh, great.
Because they're like, what are your hobbies? And I'm like, I don't do anything else. Like, at the time, I was actively doing it, so I just brought it up, and I do comedy.
I'm afraid I won't get hired, and then sometimes I'm funny at work, and they're like, you should do comedy, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could tell you that I do it already, and I'm getting paid sometimes.
I try to be funny, but they mostly just ignore me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fun though.
So, like,
sometimes I get a laugh, but most of the time it's just like, just go back to your fucking cube. What are you doing?
Like, work, monkey? What are you doing?
Go over there.
Is your office cold?
Not where I'm at, but I go to different parts of the office to talk to somebody, and it's chilly over there. Yeah.
Oh, I don't miss that. I'm warm and cold at the same time all the time.
I'm usually always cold at all times, but
that's how I get. I think when I worked at an office shop, that's how I got through the summer. It's always cold in the office, so it's like you really kind of miss out on summer. Actually.
Yeah.
It's great.
30-second walk to my car in the heat.
Feels great.
And then however long it takes for my AC to kick on, yeah, it's not bad.
So this podcast is called Please Send Dick Pics. Have you ever gotten a dick pic before?
Not unsolicited. Not like just out of the blue.
I've got a lot of out of the blue ones.
Yeah, no, that's never happened. Wait, no, no. There was one time. This guy I used to work with, We were just chatting. It was a little bit flirty, but he's like, "Here's my dick." I'm like, whoa.
He didn't just show it, he sent a pic. He
Yeah.
didn't just show like.
just here's my dick. I'm like, cool.
Was he too? Did he
Anyway.
look too good to do that? Like he looked too attractive to resort to that?
Not necessarily. He's kind of like an IT nerd, so he
Yeah.
just was socially weird, I guess. But yeah, and then every time I talked to him, he just wanted to talk about his dick.
After he sent it.
And I kind of had an interest in it, but all he wanted to do was talk about his dick.
Well, how did he talk about it? He's like, yeah, did you see that big thing, that surprise?
No, he was just like, what do you is it big enough? Or I'm like, dude, can we just like talk about our day or something? Like, why is there a conversation gotta be about your dick now?
He's like, are you interested? Like,
yeah, but can we have a discussion about literally anything else? And no was the answer to that. No, just dick from then on out.
I want to play something from SNL, which is Saturday Night Live. It was Nick Burns, the company's computer guy. And I want to know if this is what the guy looked like. So I'm going to play it. No one can really see it, but you can look it up. I'll just, I got the SNL app. I'm watching a commercial for SNL. You return in the fall. Okay, great. We know. I'm going to replay the part where he's always like, so the Nick Burns IT guy, I don't know if you guys go, or that person or you go through this, but, someone tries to fix something. And then you're like, move, like I can, they're like, I don't know. It's just like, no, I don't, it's just.
Well, I talked to these girls that work at fucking ice cream shops, and there was one in particular, and she called 2 Sundays in a row, and I was on the phone with this bitch for collectively 2 hours from the first time she called one week and the second time she called the second week. And I'd ask her a question, and, I was trying to troubleshoot and figure out what the hell's going on, and she kept ending all of her sentences with, and yeah.
And,
Okay.
it's not opening, and yeah.
Yep, exactly like that. Okay, can you find out where your modem is?
I'll reenact it for you.
Okay.
I'll just do everything. Okay, so ask.
Okay.
Where's the modem?
Do you happen to know where the modem in your store is?
Like, in the kitchen, like, under some pans, yeah.
Yep. That's exactly it.
Was it in the kitchen?
There's some wires down here. Can you trace where the network cable is going?
It's going to like a wall. Yeah. Oh my god, I hope that's accurate.
Spot on.
And then when you solve it, did you say this? I'm gonna play this really quick so you can hear it. This is from the Nick Burns thing. After he helps the people, he's like move, and he like helps them with their computer, and then they're like, wow, it works. So he says this.
Oh, by the way, you're welcome. He's Nick Burns.
Yes, I love that. Did you see it? Like his face was like, oh, you're wrong.
Yeah, that's how I
Like
feel most of the time.
derf.
Yeah. Just reboot it, dum dum.
Did they actually? They just act really amazed, right? And you're like,
Yeah, I literally just turn it off and turn it back on. Like that joke about did you try to turn it off, turn it back on? That is so accurate. It's not even funny.
I think the
Like,
worst
it's-
one was like, was it on at all? And they're like, no, it
Oh
wasn't.
my god, no, I have done that before where I don't even think that that's a possibility. I'm just so far ahead of thinking, okay, there's something wrong with the network, or there's the printer's fucked up, or the register's fucked up. And then I go and ask another guy for help and say, hey, I've been working on this printer, I don't know why it's not working, what the hell is going on? I tried this, and this. Did you ask them if it's turned on?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck,
Like,
no.
you're so embarrassed.
Oh
You're like,
my god, no.
embarrassed for them.
And I get on, I'm like, did you make sure that it's switched on?
Let me look. What's an on button? What do you mean? Yeah.
It's the light green.
I see like a switch. So yeah, there's nothing. You mean like Christmas color green or like a lime? Like what color green am I looking for? What shade? What shade am I looking for? Yeah.
Yeah.
Click. Oh.
Oh my god, it's working now.
Something's happening. Yeah.
Cool, you just wasted an hour of both of our lives. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Oh wow, you're like a miracle worker. You Helen Keller's teacher. I feel like Helen Keller, and you're like, you're smart enough to know who that is. You're welcome. Yeah, I went to school for like a year and I learned that at least. I've seen The Miracle Worker. I watch it here at work because we're not busy. That's why I could spend an hour with you. We had no line. We're actually closed. We're actually foreclosed. So this restaurant doesn't work. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh my god! And it didn't bother me at first until I like picked up on it and I started like listening to it and like I was waiting for her to say it and then every time she said it, it just drove me nuts.
Did any of them call you hun?
No.
I had a girl at the bank call, or like a customer at the bank called, can you deposit for me, hun? You know, hun.
Nope, I don't like that. And we have a lot of Indian dudes call, and I had one time because a lot of the times people have been calling for years and years and years, and they keep getting dies, and I have all the time. Oh my god, you're the only female I've ever talked to there, man. Which okay, fine, whatever. And then one guy just kept on about it. He just kept on about it. So
he's like, I've never seen a female before.
Pretty much, that's how I imagine these motherfuckers. And he just kept on about it. It's like one or two comments about it. Okay, whatever, I'll dismiss it. But he just would not let go of it. And finally, I was like, yeah, they even let us use computers now and work in IT. I had had it at that point. So I had one call before that was, oh my god, I'm talking to a female. I never talked to a female. And this guy was like, how long are you going to be there for? I said, well, this is my job. I'm
Can I pick you up?
Be here. No, it wasn't even like that.
Okay.
It was just being really just ignorant and just... Usually I don't get annoyed at that type of stuff because I get it. Like, there's not a lot of females in IT, whatever. But this dude wouldn't shut the fuck up. It's
like when a female does comedy, they're like, wow, we have a female coming up next.
Oh.
This is like rare.
Oh, man.
Wow, everyone get up for the female comic. This is a female. This is a woman, guys. This is a woman coming.
She has an innie.
She has a vagina. She has a vagina. Unless she's trans, like she's got a vagina. She does her hair probably. She wears makeup probably. She probably wears heels on the weekends, but not today. She's given up. So she kind of looks presentable. Wow, guys! Like don't look at her tits too long. She doesn't have any. Or she might have some, but don't look. Guys, I need to tell you how to treat a woman. Don't look at her two eyes down here. Her eyes are up here. So when she does comedy, look at her face. I don't know if she looks kind of like a mom, but she may not be. But she looks like she's got baby making hips. Anyways, coming up. Like that's how it feels. Like wow, like yeah, she has. They drive now. Like I feel like your IT person, that the Indian guy, is kind of like every Facebook message you get from a foreign person. They're like, you have a husband or boyfriend, and like don't know hi.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And they can't believe I can drive. They're like, you have a car? Like I drive. They're like, what?
One time, this is the only time I got like really irritated at work. Like I love my job. I love everybody I work with. It's a cool job. And this one. Only call I ever got that I was like, fuck all of this forever. Indian dude, I guess it's like a cultural thing, I don't know. But he didn't, like, I wasn't sure, to be honest. And he didn't think I knew what the fuck I was doing. Which, yeah, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I put him on hold and I asked somebody else. I asked my supervisor and he told me.
Classic hold move.
I asked him, like, okay, this is happening. What do I tell him? He went through, looked at his store and told me, yep, this is what you need to tell him. Got back on. Told him exactly what my supervisor told him. He was not happy with that. He was convinced that I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I want to talk to a man. His exact words.
Oh, I fucking hate.
He was already being really rude to me, but then he pulled this shit. I want to talk to a man. Let me talk to a man. And I was like, sir, this is blah, blah.
I killed them all.
They're all dead now. I'm sitting on their corpses, a whole stack of them.
You want to talk to their corpse? I'll move them out for you.
But I was like, I don't know how to respond to this. So I was like, all right, just hold on a second. I'll see if anybody is available. Put him on hold. Went up to my supervisor and I told him what was going on. I said, so this guy he literally asked me to talk to a man. And he said, are you serious? Yep. Tell him we don't have anybody available, and if we have time later, we might call him back.
Tell him cats and dogs work here. Like animals, it's an animal farm situation.
But my supervisor was just as upset about that as I
great.
was. He was like, yep, and look, we had people that could have taken the call.
Tell him we want to lose that account. We don't want that account anymore.
But he straight up said, yep, tell him we don't have anybody available, and if we have time later, we might call him back.
It's good at work.
Yeah, dude, all right, yeah. So I got back on the phone. I said, nobody available. If you want me to take your number down. we have time later in the day, we'll call you back, but they're going to tell you the same thing I just told you.
If you could redo that as a man voice, how would it sound?
Like, hello, I'm a man. What seems to be the problem?
Yeah, so I have a penis and I know what's going on and I'm gonna talk in this voice and I'm gonna say the same exact thing that she said, but you're gonna believe me because I'm a man.
Yeah, that's how it would go.
Something like that,
Yeah.
I guess.
People, I mean, just any supervisor, I feel like, whether a man or a woman, but some of them are, genderist like that. But, like, when I worked at PayPal, it's like they would ask for a manager and it would be like they tell them the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and being like a customer on the receiving end of that, like a Geico not waiving my fee, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, anyways, they're like, if we waive $20 return check fee, you have to do it for everyone, and your rates will go up. I'm like, bullshit. Okay, I don't know. Have you worked at Geico? I don't know. That was the thing last year that I was not happy about. So customer, I don't know if you've had this customer service where I might go on Twitter and be like, this company won't waive this fee. I can't believe it. And like, don't go with Geico. Don't go with UPS. Whatever. And then somebody contacts you on Twitter, like, what's the problem? Call us. Ask for Karen. And then I'm like, wow, cool. Like maybe I get the regular customer service person. They're like, oh, let me dispatch you to the Karen person. Mm-hmm. I talk to her and she's like, oh, you complain on Twitter and you're calling us. Well, let me take a look. We can't waive it. I'm like,
Thanks.
I'm like, I called 4 people.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like, what a way to get your hopes up. And then I complain on Facebook and my family's like pissed at me that I'm complaining on Facebook. And I'm like, you don't understand. I've worked in a call center. I know what they can do. I waive stuff for people. Okay. Anyways, this has been really fun talking to you. I like everything we talked about. Oh, one more thing. If there's a movie about your life, what would it be called? She's thinking. She's looking out through the wall.
Yeah.
She's looking at a portrait of
I
a what?
don't know what the fuck that is.
What is that? Like a beaker in a toilet?
There we go. I don't know what the fuck this is.
And who would star as you?
Fuck. Asking the real questions. Damn.
You can say who are the actors who look like you? Like
anyone who lives
what's the freaking Spanish one? I don't know if you're Spanish. You might be Gonzales.
I am.
Sometimes it's no. Sometimes it's like I'm not Spanish. What are you talking about? What's her name? Like the Hispanic girl who like everyone kind of like. Shakira could play you. Not Shakira, but something like that.
Shakira, Jesus, I wish I looked like Shakira.
Like famous, no, not blonde, but famous. Sorry, I'm looking this up. I feel so lame. And I feel like she was everywhere. It's got an exotic name. I'm so sorry. This is embarrassing. What is her fucking name? Jennifer Lopez. Selma Hayek could play you.
No, she's got too much class.
Penelope Cruz could play you. Yes.
She got the accent. I don't have the accent.
The girl on Modern Family.
Oh my god. No.
George Lopez could play you. That's it. He'd make a good woman if he got less tan. Danny Trejo could play you. Sophia Vergara. Jessica Alba. No?
That's very nice of you, but
She's very nice.
I don't think.
Oh, okay, we're gonna go out on a limb. She's dead, but hold on, I just said she's dead. I did not follow that up with anything else. She's dead. I'm sorry, this is embarrassing. I love all her songs, but for some reason I am terrible. Bruno Mars. No, she's not dead. That's a boy. That's Filipino. Selena. Selena, the dead one or the alive one?
What the fuck? Neither.
I think Selena from the 90s was born April 12th. So she probably got spiciness like your mom. She seemed nice. She's like, bip, 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 boop. Bip, bip, bip.
She seems like she would be more nurturing than my mom.
She was so nurturing, she got shot. That's terrible. I mean, like if you trust people enough, oh no, with your money, they will lock you in a car. Oh my God, that's so scary. Everyone in comedy, bail. Okay. Okay, and then what's your social media? Like Twitter or anything?
Just Shelby Gonzales, Shelbsterina.
Cool.
Sounds exactly like it.
How do you spell it's
SHELBSTERINA.
And who the fuck are you named after? Shelby.
Nobody in particular. My mom wanted to name me Stephanie.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
And my dad's really big car guy, Shelby Mustang.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's what I'm named
Her
after.
tattoos are very like anime Mustang. But our email is pleasesendddickpics@gmail.com. Thank you for being on and meeting me at this place. Yeah. And remember to please send dick pics. Bye.